I'm over here with Imani. If y'all not subscribing, I don't know what y'all doing.
I don't know what y'all doing.
Lames. This is what we doing. If you're not here, you a square. Only good people in my circle. You heard?
Imani Luxxe here, and welcome back to my channel.
Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Woo-hoo!
Happy hump day, hump day. This video is going to be on this hair. This hair is actually 2 years old. I do have the initial video when I made it. Like, I have like a little tiny clip that I'm gonna insert in so that you guys can see like how I initially did it. But I just went in and I just touched up my color. It's this rainbow. I don't know, like it's going from like dark blue to green to different shades. Like, you know, I remember I told my friend, I was like, here, I want to dye my hair like green, pink with the back purple. Like, she was like, girl, what? Yeah, guys, if you want to get this color, you can do this with any color. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Make sure that you tell a friend to follow Imani Luxxe. And this video was very fun because it kind of allowed me to be creative because I had to use the dyes that was already in my house. So it's like I created some colors and that's some colors. So yeah, let's just get straight into this video.
So here's a clip of when I initially made this wig. This frontal is from YWigs, and this hair is
later.
And here it is after 2 years. I only wore this wig legit 2 times. I wore it once to the Millennial Tour to go see B2K and Willem. And then I wore it again in my sunglass haul. I'm going to link that down below so you can check that out. But as you guys can see, the color has faded out. And I just decided I want to re-dye it because there was some like parts of the purple in the middle that needed to be dyed that I kind of didn't dye the first time. I just kind of was lazy and just left it. So the first thing I'm going to do is just section off the area where I want the color to be. Now, I did section off a little bit more of the hair because the last minute I just decided I'm going to use my color stripping method and just strip the color on this hair where it's like kind of still purple because I wanted to add the green. And if you paid attention to the beginning where I showed you all what I originally did, the middle of my hair was like a gray, like lavender kind of color. So I decided to strip that because I knew if I wanted to put the lime green, I needed to start off with a blonde base. So here is my messy color little drawer. That's what I keep my color in or whatever. Just showing you all what the colors that I'm using. I'm using Purple Rage, Pink Blush, Neon Pink. I'm using, I think it's lime. I don't know what this is called. Limelight, that's what's called, from Kiss, Sweet Mint, Sky Blue, Baby Blue, and Sapphire Blue from Adore. So yeah, I'm just gonna use my color stripping method and just strip the color kind of in the mid part of the hair so that we can go back blonde. And as you guys can see, I stripped it. I'm gonna link it down below how I strip my hair. I use the baking soda dish detergent and water method. So I'm just going to section off the parts so that I can figure out which sections I want to dye which color. I decided to braid right behind the frontal just so that we don't get not behind the frontal. This is still part of the frontal. Sorry, guys. I'm meant to make a braid right behind the section where we are going to make the multicolored part. And just going to use this scrunchie and tie the hair back. Sorry, I see my ashy elbows, but I'm quarantining in my freaking house. So, like, I'm ashy, y'all. I'm ashy. But yeah, I'm just gonna section that off, and then I'm just going to make 7 twists. So I'm making 3 twists on each side and 1 twist in the middle so that I can start sectioning off so I know where to put I think this is the left side, whatever. We're just going to pin one side down and we're going to start unraveling the other ones. So I'm going to start in the middle and I'm just going to unravel that twist, comb it out, make sure that there's no tangles in the hair so that we can start applying that hair dye. Now, when you're doing this, you don't need a lot of hair dye. I'm starting off with the Limelight and I'm starting with putting it just at the bottom and then I'm using my hand. So I'm just going to massage it in and just continue doing that. I did use a comb when I got further up toward the root area so that I can make sure that it's spread throughout the hair evenly and it wasn't like blotchy or getting on the lace. So guys, just keep watching. I also had a hand towel on the side, well, my hair towel, and I use that to clean off my hands in between each color so that we don't get like a mixture of the colors. I'm gonna take the same steps and I'm gonna use a sweet mint, but before I did that, I didn't want to leave the hair in the front on top of the mannequin head, so I just decided to put a plastic bag and tie it so that I can flip the hair backwards. So I'm just showing you all that the purple is inside, and I'd use the plastic bag so that, you know, the hair can just rest on the bag without kind of transferring on the mannequin head or transferring to each other. So I've never used this color Sweet Mint, so I didn't really know how it's going to turn out. But when I did use it, when I first applied it, it did look a little bit too green. So you're going to see I ended up not splitting it in half, probably just taking a little tiny piece as a transition shade so that I can add a little bit of that blue color on it, just so that it can be a smoother transition. I should do this on the pink side, but I didn't have a lot of pinks. I only had those two pinks. So when I go back in and redo the pink, I'm going to do the same thing. But yeah, I feel like this made the transition super smooth from that green to blue. I wanted to mix the sky blue with the baby blue. So what I did was I placed the sky blue on first, and then I went in and I put the baby blue on top. You can just mix them both in a bowl together and, you know, mix it like that, but I didn't want to do that. I was being really lazy, so I just I just did it like this. I just wanted the fastest cleanup and just to not use as many like dyeing brushes and bowls as possible. Even when I did use like a quote-unquote dyeing bowl, I used a freaking plastic cup because, y'all, I just did not feel like cleaning this stuff up. I had a million things to do. Like, no, that was just not top priority for me. Where I thought the transition was a little harsh, so like I said, you see me taking like a little piece of that mint green, and I'm just going to apply that sky blue color on top just to make it look more teal, so that it can kind of transition better into the sky blue / baby blue color that we have. So I'm just going to put that right on top of the mint blue, and it came out a really pretty like teal kind of color. I would say almost close to like aquamarine, but a little bit yeah, kind of like aquamarine. But yeah, I did that so that we can get a transition shade between those two because I didn't want it to be as extreme. The last color on this side is going to be the sapphire blue, and I'm just going to put that near like the sideburn kind of area, and I'm just going to use the same method, using our hands, putting it straight on there. I did put like a dot of it on my palm, and then I dipped into it and I lightly placed it on the roots. That's how I kind of got a little bit more than the roots when I did that. But you want to lightly place it on the roots, and then you can use the comb to comb it through so that it can get on every strand of the hair. So yeah, guys, this is just the method I've been doing. I also put it on the back, lightly tap on the back, so that you can make sure that the hair is fully coated. Thought I was playing about these plastic cups. I'm using this neon pink. I'm got a cup full of conditioner, and I put some of that neon pink in there, mixed it up with my comb, and I'm just going to apply that. So that's going to be our light pink shade that we have. Like I said, I do want to get one more pink shade so that I can kind of use as a transition between the pinks, but these are only two pinks that I had, so had to make some shake. So this is what we are using right now, and yeah, I did have some left over, so I just ended up pouring it back into the neon pink bottle. So then the second strand, I'm going to just go straight in with the neon pink and just apply that straight onto the hair. And we're doing the same method, just massaging it through and then combing it through. Now we're going with the last color, which is the pink blush, and we're just going to apply that to the end of the hair. Our finished result. So this is what it's looking like right now. I love it so much. I did leave this in the hair for 24 hours. As you guys can see, this is what it looks like when I came back. It's looking real crunchy. So I left it in for a whole day so that when I wash it out, the colors can still be very vibrant. I did not get any like color run in the sink. So what I'm doing now is I put that into a braid. Look at how pretty it looks in the braid. And then I'm going to unbraid that second braid that we have back there so that we can start to focus on dyeing the roots of this hair with the Purple Rage. So I'm just going to apply that into a plastic cup. Like I said, easy cleanup. You just be able to throw all this stuff out when you are done. Detangling my hair right now. It is a little damp because I did wash out the front of the hair, did wash and condition it. So the front part of the frontal is kind of still damp as well, so I'm just going to split that in half. I have one bun on the side, and then I'm just going to use little sections and the duck clips so that I can apply this Purple Rage. And this is the only time that I'm really using a dye brush because I want to get close in there and I want it to be neat. You don't want to use a lot of dye toward the roots at first because that'll cause it to seep in. It does look like I'm using a lot of dye, but I'm really not. So you just want to apply that and make sure that you're getting every little part of the hair and you're massaging it in so that we can get that nice, beautiful dark purple that we want. I probably used like 1/4 of the bottle. I didn't even use like half of the bottle of the Purple Rage because we only really focused on the roots of this part. But this is what it looks like all done. I'm just going to go in with my comb throughout the whole thing and just comb it all through so that I can make sure there aren't any parts that are still like a lighter purple. And the parts that I did find that was still lighter purple, I just went over it overall with the leftover dye that I had in my cup. And then I just left that as well for 24 hours. So you don't have to keep leaving this for 24 hours if you don't have the time to. You can just probably, you know, do everything at once and then leave it and wash it out. But I was just doing it because I really want the color to stay because I don't feel like redoing this over again, guys. And after I put this color on like this, I did go in and watercolor the hair. So I've done watercoloring on my channel a whole bunch of times, so I'm just going to let that play through so that you all can see. Just use some hot water. I didn't boil the water this time. I just let my sink water run and let it get really hot, so you can see how some parts of the hair are like really like purple and some are even like blue. So yeah, I just used some hot water from my faucet, let the faucet run. Then I put the what is this, the purple in there, just mix it all up, and then I just left the hair. And when I did watercolor the hair, I clipped up the part where I had the patch so that the patch wouldn't interfere and get colored, because then all your hard work would be like completely ruined. So I did clip that up, and then I put the hair in the bowl, and I left it in the bowl for about like 6 to 7 hours, and I just washed it all out, shampooed and conditioned it, and this is our final result.
So guys, this is the final look. I hope that you all really enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. If you try out this hair color, make sure that you tag me. It's gonna look a little crazy, but I just want to try to get the whole feel for it. Like, do decide to try this out, make sure you tag me in it. If you have any questions, make sure that you link them down below. Y'all know I'll be in the comments answering questions and stuff. And if you made it to the end of the video, I want y'all to write down below, happy hump day. New uploads every Wednesday, every Sunday. Hold me accountable, guys. If y'all don't see nothing going up, y'all better hit me up like, Imani, y'all better tag me like, Imani, what happens every Wednesday and Sunday? Don't be scared to tag me in some stuff. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to always stay luxurious. You know what's so crazy? You thought I didn't peep that you didn't subscribe. It's right there. I'm gonna wait. Oh, alright, because you don't watch like 4 or 5 videos at this point, so it's like you might as well just subscribe. Like, I don't